I'm going on a first date with a guy. I really like him but he hates flowers. What else can I bring him? Here's what I would do. Get one of those cheap Polaroid cameras. Take some teasy artsy boudoir/nudes and put them in a card. Watch as he opens the card at the restaurant and blushes. Hit him with a real flagrant wink wink afterwards. Alternatively, depending on what he does, a nice pen. I have had a few people get me nice pens and it brings me a weird sense of happiness to use them at work. Get him a small plant. It's a long-term gift that he can nurture and doesn't have to throw away, and it's a nice gesture. Every time he looks at it he'll think of you. Don't go crazy. Just try to price match roughly however much he'll spend on your flowers. Just split the bill. It'll show him you aren't taking advantage and intend to bring as much effort to the relationship as he is. If he insists, tell him he can pay next time. Starting out at the same level on the first date sets the groundwork, I think, and you get a follow-up date. Nothing less attractive, in my opinion, than a woman who expects me to pay on the first date. Why would I want to continue to provide for a woman in the future who feels entitled to my provisioning? Food is always a strong choice. Fruit, baked goods. Or you could go bold and gift him a sword or something. That's probably expensive and impractical. But you could use it as a cheesy setup. I got you a sword. Close your eyes. Then use one of those little plastic cocktail swords to stab a cube of the smoked goodie you actually got him and feed it to him. That might be a bit bold for a first date, but the important thing is for it to feel considerate and memorable. My personal favorite is experiences. A movie ticket or a trip to the zoo. At the right venue. Probably comparable to what he paid for the flowers. But it's thoughtful and it segues you right into a date. Would you befriend someone of opposing politics? And if so, what is your leaning? It depends. Are they someone who is self-aware and a thinker? And we just have different opinions on what should be done for improvement? Or are they brain dead and spew out whatever they are told by haha funnyman number 7 on generic TV program number 274? Unable to form their own opinions and think about stuff? I typically lean somewhat left and have many friends who lean right. We disagree on things, but I like being friends with them and talking with them. I feel like they actually care and put thought into why they believe what they do and aren't afraid to change their mind. We all share a common goal after all. Peace and happiness for everyone. We just have different ideas on the ideal way to achieve it. I lean left. I am also B-guy. To me, Colombian, atheistic and lower middle class. I would not befriend someone of opposing politics because in this day and age said opposing politics include the belief I should not exist. Such opposing politics would lead to a word designed to exclude, ostracize and eradicate me. Why would I have a friend that thinks that of me? Or that doesn't see a problem with those they elect wanting that for me? This is obviously not all-encompassing. There are exceptions and I can if I have to. But this is the basis rule. Just gonna edit real quick. I am so happy that my comment sparked discussions below. It wasn't exactly fun. But interesting at least. Have fun y'all. What is extremely common in TV or movies but almost never happens in real life? A man and woman who hate each other getting in a heated argument and then grabbing each other and making out. Edit, already having been in a relationship. Or arguing while in a current relationship with them. Doesn't count. I'm talking about the trope of two people who hate each other from the start. Suddenly doing this. Not exes getting back together or married people arguing. Getting up in the middle of the night to have a sandwich and nice heart-to-heart conversation with another family member who has gotten up at the same time in the middle of the night to have a sandwich. You are both wearing robes and slippers. There is a large ham in the fridge. Being able to wake up, go jog for an hour. Come back home, shower. Have sex. Shower again and then make a full breakfast for your kids, bacon, eggs, toast, as they grab it to go and run out the door to school. You then slowly drive to work, stopping at the local coffee store to grab a cup. They then walk into the office at 8 in the morning. As sad as it is to say. Happy endings. In many movies and TV shows, the story ends with a happy resolution where the main characters achieve their goals or find true love. While happy endings can certainly happen in real life, they are often much more complicated and may not come as easily as they do in fiction. The trope of landmines is that they go off when you step off, rather than when you step on them. No mines work like that. Why would they? To make killing more sporting? They go off when you step on them, or a vehicle rolls over them. Or you move them. Or when externally activated. Depending on the type. There's no if I move my foot we'll all die moments. If every insect/animal, except humans, magically grew 10x its size, what would the dominant species on Earth be? Ants would suffocate and go extinct as a species. So not ants. Maybe gorillas? They'd have to eat more meat because there wouldn't be enough plant mass to sustain them. Actually all animals would. The real answer is it would overburden the planet and lead to extinction of all life. But for a while I'd say gorillas. Humans. Animals that live underground, like ants, would stay underground. Sea animals would stay in the ocean. Most wild animals don't regularly interact with humans. So they can only take over the animal world and local communities. Those that do are mostly birds. Police can deal with the dangers they may bring, and insects. A regular person can handle those. Tamed animals will be fine. They've learned not to attack humans. If they do try to take over, there is still the military. Well, here's the problem. Insects used to be really big millions of years ago. In a time before dinosaurs were the dominant ones. There also used to be a lot more oxygen in the atmosphere. Their method of breathing isn't efficient enough to support their bodies at that size. They would need more oxygen than they could get. I'm going to disagree with all the ant comments. They're stupid, not the commenters, the ants, and you could still bait them/spray them. I think the whole hawk/raptor/buzzard range of birds would be a major issue. There are tons of them and you would be at, depending on species, a 30 to 40 foot wingspan.